Hi, this is Jeremy from MainTakeAway, and in this video we're going to be talking about tribes by Seth Godin. Seth is one of America's top marketers, as noted by many people, and in this video you will learn to build a tribe, aka a movement, how to communicate and empower your movement, and the key elements for creating a tribe that thrives. What is a tribe? Tribe is a group of people connected to one another, connected to a leader, and connected to an idea. A group needs only two things to be a tribe: a shared interest and a way to communicate. Tribes need leadership. People want connection and growth and something new. They want change. Movements. Humans can't help it. We need to belong. One of the most powerful of our survival mechanisms is to be part of a tribe, to contribute to and take from a group of like-minded people. We are drawn to leaders and to their ideas, and we can't resist the rush of belonging and the thrill of the new. A movement is thrilling. It's the work of many people, all connected, all seeking something better. Some tribes are stuck. They embrace the status quo and drown out any tribe member who dares to question authority and the accepted order. Big charities, tiny clubs, struggling corporations, they're tribes, and they're stuck. I'm not so interested in those tribes. They create little of value, and they're sort of boring. Every one of those tribes, though, is a movement waiting to happen, a group of people just waiting to be energized and transformed. Here's what's changed. Some people admire the new and stylish far more than they respect the proven state of affairs. More often than not, these fad-focused early adopters are the people who buy and the people who talk. As a result, new ways of doing things, new jobs, new opportunities, and new faces become ever more important. Marketing, the verb, changed the market. The market is now a lot less impressed with average stuff for average people, and the market is a lot less impressed with loud and flashy and expensive advertising. Today, the market wants change. Empowering your tribe. Leaders don't care very much for organizational structure or the official blessing of whatever factory they work for. They use passion and ideas to lead people, as opposed to using threats and bureaucracy to manage them. Here's the difference between telling people what to do and inciting a movement. The movement happens when people talk to one another, when ideas spread within the community, and most of all, when peer support leads people to do what they always knew was the right thing. Great leaders create movements by empowering the tribe to communicate. They establish the foundation for people to make connections as opposed to commanding people to follow them. Communicating to the tribe. Communicating to the tribe. Communication can be leader to tribe, tribe to leader, tribe member to tribe member, or tribe member to outsider. A leader can help increase the effectiveness of the tribe and its members by transforming the shared interest into a passion goal and desire for change, providing tools to allow members to tighten their communications, and by leveraging the tribe to allow it to grow and gain new members. The need for organizations. Organizations are more important than ever. It's the factories we don't need. Organizations give us the ability to create complex products. They provide the muscle and consistency necessary to get things to market and back them up. Most important, organizations have the scale to care for large tribes. Organizations of the future are filled with smart, fast, flexible people on a mission. Thing is, that requires leadership. Giving or taking. All great leaders are generous. They enable the tribe to thrive. The most powerful way to enable is to be statue-worthy. By getting out front, by making a point, by challenging convention, and by speaking up. It's easy to hesitate when confronted with the feeling that maybe you're getting too much attention. Great leaders are able to reflect the light onto their teams, their tribes. Great leaders don't want the attention, but they use it to unite the tribe and to reinforce its sense of purpose. When you abuse the attention, you are taking something from the tribe. When a CEO starts acting like a selfish monarch, he's no longer leading, he's taking. Tighter. The first thing a leader can focus on is the act of tightening the tribe. It's tempting to make the tribe bigger, to get more members, to spread the word. This pales, however, when juxtaposed with the effects of a tighter tribe. A tribe that communicates more quickly, with a clarity and emotion, is a tribe that thrives. A tighter tribe is one that is more likely to hear its leader and more likely to coordinate action and ideas across the members of the tribe. This tightening can happen without technology. It can happen where there's no product motive. Keith Ferrazzi leads a tribe of smart celebrities and opinion leaders, from Meg Ryan to Ben Zander, and he leads this unleadable group merely by tightening the tribe. He introduces people. He invites them to dinner. He finds areas of common interest, then gets out of the way. Discomfort is where the leader is needed. It's uncomfortable to stand up in front of strangers. It's uncomfortable to propose an idea that might fail. It's uncomfortable to challenge the status quo. It's uncomfortable to resist the urge to settle. When you identify the discomfort, you've found the place where a leader is needed. If you're not uncomfortable in your work as a leader, it's almost certain you're not reaching your potential as a leader. Followers/micro-leadership. Blind sheep do nothing but mindlessly follow instruction. They don't do the local leadership required when tribe members interact. They're not going to do very good of recruiting new members. Evangelism requires leadership. People eagerly engage when they want something to improve. This micro-leadership is essential. It's the micro-leaders in the trenches and their enthusiastic followers who make the difference, not the honcho who is ostensibly running the group. Leaders work hard to generate movement that can transform a group into a tribe. The most common path. The one path that never works is the most common one. Do nothing at all. The difference between backing off and doing nothing may appear subtle, but it's not. A leader who backs off is making a commitment to the power of the tribe and is alert to the right moment to step back in. Someone who is doing nothing is merely hiding. Leadership is a choice. It's a choice to not do nothing. Lean in, back off, but do not do nothing. Keeping it small. Imagine two classrooms with similar teachers. One has 15 students, the other 32. Which group gets a better education? The smaller class, because the teacher has more time to spend customizing the lesson to each student. She has fewer students and hence fewer disruptions. Great leaders don't try to please everyone. Great leaders don't water down their message in order to make the tribe a bit bigger. Instead, they realize that a motivated, connected tribe in the midst of a movement is far more powerful than a large group could ever be. Some tribes do better when they're smaller, more exclusive, harder to get into. Some tribes thrive precisely because they're small. Push to make one of these tribes bigger, and you might just ruin the entire thing. No one goes there anymore. It's too popular. Faith versus religion. If you watch kids learning rock climbing, you'll see that the secret to developing the skill isn't about building their muscle or learning new exotic technique. It's merely about developing the faith that it'll work. Without faith, the leap never works. There are countless religions in our lives. The religion of Broadway determines what a musical is supposed to look and feel like. The religion of MBA standard curriculum and perceptions of what is successful. Recognize the need for faith in your idea. Find the tribe you need to support you and create a new religion around your faith. Status quo versus being first. Leadership almost always involves thinking and acting like the underdog. That's because leaders work to change things, and the people who are winning rarely do. Leaders go first, initiating. See something others are ignoring and jump on it. Cause the events that others have to react to. Make change. Everyone believes that what they've got is probably better than the risk and fear that come with change. Making things happen. At first, the new thing is rarely as good as the old thing was. If you need the alternative to be better than the status quo from the very start, you'll never begin. Soon enough, the new thing will be better than the old thing. But if you wait until then, it's going to be too late. This isn't about having a great idea. The great ideas are out there for free on your neighborhood blog. This is about taking initiative and making things happen. Getting out first and staking out the new territory almost always pays off. Micro-movement key elements. 1. Publish a manifesto. Give it away and make it easy for the manifesto to spread far and wide. It doesn't have to be printed or ever even written, but it's a mantra and a motto and a way of looking at the world. It unites your tribe members and gives them a structure. Make it easy for your followers to connect with you. It could be as simple as visiting you or emailing or watching you on TV, or it could be as rich and complex as interacting with you on Facebook or Ning. 3. Make it easy for your followers to connect with one another. There's that little nod that one restaurant regular gives to another recognized regular, or the shared drink in an airport lounge. Even better is a camaraderie developed by volunteers on a political campaign or insiders involved in a new project launch. Great leaders figure out how to make these interactions happen. 4. Realize that money is not the point of a movement. Money exists merely to enable it. The moment you try to cash out is the moment you stunt the growth of your movement. 5. Track your progress. Do it publicly and create pathways for your followers to contribute to that progress. Tribe principles. 1. Transparency really is your only option. Every failed televangelist has learned this the hard way. The people who follow you aren't stupid. You might go down in scandal, or more likely from you. People can smell subterfuge from a mile away. 2. Your movement needs to be bigger than you. An author and his book, for example, don't constitute a movement. Changing the way people apply to college does. Changing the way people apply to college does. 3. Movements that grow thrive. Every day they get better and more powerful. You'll get there soon enough. Don't mortgage today just because you're in a hurry. 4. Movements are made most clear when compared to the status quo, or to movements that work to push the other direction. Movements do less when compared to other movements with similar goals. Instead of beating them, join them. 5. Exclude outsiders. Exclusion is an extremely powerful force for loyalty and attention. Who isn't part of your movement matters almost as much as who is. 6. Tearing others down is never as helpful to a movement as building your followers up. The secret of leadership. Paint a picture of the future and go there. Be willing to be wrong. Realize that wrong is not fatal. You can build a bigger, faster, cheaper tribe than you used to be able to. Transaction costs are falling, while the cost of formal organizations, offices, benefits management, keep increasing. Who's to blame? It's really easy to insist that people read the manual. It's really easy to blame the user, student, customer for not trying hard, for being too stupid to get it, for not caring enough to pay attention. It's tempting to blame those in your tribe who aren't working as hard as at following you are at leading. It's tempting to blame those in your tribe who aren't working as hard at following as you are at leading. But none of this is helpful. The core. A big part of leadership is the ability to stick with the dream for a long time. Long enough that the critics realize that you're going to get there one way or another. So they follow. People don't believe what you tell them. They rarely believe what you show them. They often believe what their friends tell them. They always believe what they tell themselves. What leaders do, give people stories they can tell themselves. Stories about the future and about change. What's your takeaway? Click on the link below to get tribes on Amazon. You can share this info with someone on Facebook who maybe needs this. Or tweet at MainTakeAway and tell us how you're going to implement this in your life or in your business. Also, it'd be awesome if you could share with us what you liked or disliked about this video, so we can make better videos going forward. You can get Tribes on Amazon for $7.07. It's been given a 4 out of 5 stars by 259 people.